Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you a couple of my first times. Yes, so if you guys would like to see what I'm talking about, stick around. Okay, so with me here, I have a bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's a cute little bowl. And in here I have 10 different things that I wrote down. And I mixed them up just so there's no like cheating or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna pick one out of here at a time, read it off to you guys, and then answer them. So let's get started. Okay, so here's the first one. It says, my first YouTube video. So technically speaking, my first YouTube video is not on the channel. I filmed my first YouTube video, honestly, probably 3 years ago, but I just didn't like it, so I never uploaded it. But if we're talking current day, my first YouTube video for this channel, it is the Thanksgiving video that I have on my channel right now. I believe it's called the 10 Things I'm Thankful For this Thanksgiving, for Thanksgiving of 2020. So that's technically my first YouTube video here on this channel. So yeah, that's kind of cool. The next one is my first embarrassing moment that I can remember. Oh boy. Okay, so, oh yeah. So I know what it is. Okay, so I was in, I think it was 3rd grade. Yeah, I think it was 3rd grade. And, you know, I like to help out as much as I can. And so I believe I raised my hand to volunteer to take down the lunch boxes. It was pretty much in my school, I think it was a laundry basket, and we put all of our lunches in there. So yeah, I volunteered to take that basket down to the lunchroom for my teacher, and so she said yes, like usual. I think I did it before, and my class was actually getting ready to go down to lunch. So I went ahead of my class, maybe 2 minutes ahead. You know, I went, got the basket, left the classroom, headed downstairs, but what I failed to I guess, do is look in front of me. I don't know what I was doing. I think, honestly, the last thing I remember is I think I looked back and I saw my class, coming closer to me. So another thing is, in my school, since it was an elementary school, I guess to just help us since we were, children, they had, stop signs. It was a stop sign, on the top of, each hallway, so that if a class was coming, another class would stop. If that makes any type of sense. Anyway, so yeah. I remember looking back, and my class was at that stop sign before they were going to proceed to go down the stairs where I was at. And so the last thing I remember is looking, and then that was it. Next thing I knew, I was rolling down these stairs that were in front of me. And yeah, it was a bad time. And so obviously I'm pretty sure I was crying because I'm dramatic, but nothing was wrong with me. I didn't break anything. I think I was just embarrassed. And so I believe a classmate or my teacher, someone took me to the nurse. She said I was fine. And that was that. But yeah, I think people actually still remember that years later. So definitely probably the most embarrassing moment that I can remember so far of my life. But you know, it's life. Things happen. So yeah, that's definitely a time I remember. The next one. This one says my first job. Yes. So my first job ever was at a library. I was a page, and essentially what a page is a person that, sorts books, alphabetical order, or the Dewey Decimal System, which is numbers, obviously. You put books away. You might pull books off the shelf to then take to a certain department that someone may have requested. It's just kind of a nice first job, I'd say, for a high school student, for example. Yeah, I enjoyed my time there. I worked there for 3 years, and I learned a lot. So that's another one of my first times. Another one. My first favorite food. Okay. And it's honestly still one of my favorite foods. So my first favorite food ever was mac and cheese. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. And honestly, it's still my favorite food to today. But another one of my favorite foods that I soon realized that was amazing is chicken Alfredo. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I love it, especially from Olive Garden. I just love their chicken Alfredo. Oh my gosh, it's so good. But yeah, if we're talking first, definitely mac and cheese. And currently, it's a tie between mac and cheese and chicken Alfredo. Like, I don't like one more than the other. They're like equal right now. And I don't know if that's ever going to change. But yeah, definitely good. Next is for my first app that I check when I wake up. See, this honestly is not consistent. Like, there's not one that I check specifically first. If I think today of what I checked first, let me think. I think I checked Facebook first. But like the main apps that I'm on or that I use, I would say, are Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. I do have a Twitter, but not that big on Twitter. I might try to, use Twitter more. But if I can think of like my first, for today at least, I think it's Facebook. Yeah, I'm going to go with Facebook. Next. My first piercing and when did I get it? So I don't have any in right now, but I do have my ears pierced, and I think I got my ears pierced when I think I was 6 or 5, and I think it was for my birthday. But yeah, I remember going to Claire's with my mom and getting that done, and I think I was scared, but like I did it, and I was super happy with the result. But yes, so I was 5 or 6 when I first got my ears pierced, and yeah. Another one is my first pet. So if you count fish as pets, so my first pet was a fish, and I think I actually had my brother and I had 2 fish, one for him, one for me, and I think we named them Michael and Janet Jackson. Just because, they're brother and sister, and we're brother and sister, so I don't know why we did that, but yeah. My first pet was a goldfish, and I was like 4 or 5. So, yeah. The next one. My first makeup item, I guess, ever. Like I said in my previous video, is that I've not ever been a makeup type of person. I never felt like I had to wear makeup. But, yeah, so my first makeup item was, I think it was like lip gloss or something, and, yeah, that was a good time. I wore that a lot in school. Made me feel really happy. Yeah, lip gloss. Next question is my first ever boyfriend. So yeah, my first ever boyfriend is my current boyfriend. And yeah, you guys will meet him soon enough, okay? But yeah, he's my first ever boyfriend. And yeah. I don't want to give too much information just because, like, I want you guys to, like, meet him. But, like, you'll learn more about him and I in a later video. But, yeah, so my first ever boyfriend is with the person that I'm with today. So, yeah. Oh, we're already at the last one. So, the last question is my first ever mobile phone. I think I was, like, in 6th grade or something. But it's the Verizon Samsung Intensity. I'll try to include a pic, like, somewhere around here. And it was like a slide phone. And I remember specifically, I was super happy to have it because I always wanted a phone. But I wanted the other phone. I don't remember the name of this phone, but it flipped up instead of slid. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know what that phone was called. And I think it was like pink. But yeah, I wanted that phone so bad. But it's fine because I still had a phone, okay? You gotta be thankful for what you have. And so, yeah, that's the first ever phone that I remember. And, yeah, so this wraps up the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching some of my first times. And, yeah, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video.